Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. An angry personality can hurt a person professionally and personally. I had always thought of that as difficult to change, requiring a personality transplant, lots of effort, long term, with no guarantee of success. Yet I had a client recently who, no credit to me, went from being a man usually seething to quite calm. Here's a story told in the first person. As long as I can remember, anger was suffused through me. It was the core driver of who I am. In retrospect, it was partly genetic. I would secrete a lot of adrenaline in response to a given stress. If a loud buzzer would go off in a classroom, I would jump more than did most of my classmates. But it was more than genetics. I somehow equated anger with passion. And we like and respect passionate people, so I chose to speak passionately, albeit with some anger seeping in. Also, anger gave me an adrenaline rush, which kept me energized in the way that coffee affects people. That's also why I always kept myself rushing, rationalizing that it was helping my productivity. But now, as I approach age 50, my rationalization that my angry type A personality wouldn't hurt my health for a long time is becoming an ever flimsier argument. And as I think about my career and my relationships, whatever success I've had has been despite my passionate, quote, angry personality, not because of it. What changed me? I was talking with a friend and got passionate, with that angry tone, about something he had said. He then asked me, I really like your passion, but is there also anger in there? I felt embarrassed. It was a tactful question, but he was right on point. I realized it was true, and suddenly all the negative effects of my angry personality raced through my mind, including that I rarely have been able to convince people of much, which I'm confident came in part from my angry pushiness. People don't like to be angrily browbeaten. It makes people defensive, pull back, and be closed to your ideas. At that moment, I decided to make a 100% commitment to trying to never get angry. Not just hide my anger, not be angry at anything. After all, anger rarely helps. For the rest of that conversation, I made myself stay calm, did not interrupt, looked for points of agreement, forwarded ideas that were benevolent, was not too tough on people, and I noticed that the conversation felt much more pleasant. After that conversation, I called another friend with my zero tolerance for anger top of mind. He, who is politically polar from me, usually triggers me into an angry rant, but I stayed calm, listening well, and with no interrupting, and instead of jumping in as soon as he finished talking, I took a moment to think and presented comments slowly, evenly, and all my comments were of a neutral or a positive nature. Not only was the conversation more pleasant, I know that the ideas I came up with were better and better presented. And he even seemed somewhat more open to my ideas. Next, my internet connection stopped working. Normally I'd get red-faced, would race to try everything I could, and when that failed, call my internet service tech support, would fume while I was on hold, and then with fury just beneath the surface, impatiently describe my problem, literally shaking. This time, my new policy kept me calm, breathing, and retaining perspective, recognizing that I would, before too long, get my internet connection back. My goal was to make the situation a pleasant one, pleasant problem-solving session for the two of us. It took longer than I hoped, and I can't say I look forward to doing it again. But unlike after my usual such call, I wasn't drained, and both of us thanked each other. I thanked him for his successful effort, and he thanked me for my, patience. It's now been a week, and I am happier, more relaxed, and with better and more constructive ideas than I can recall having. I am fully committed to continuing to try my 100% calm mindset and behavior. My client's story embeds ideas that may be of value to you. Anger can be the foundational factor affecting much of one's thinking, feeling, and interaction. Reducing anger can have great ripple effect. Yes, anger can fuel action, passion, and accomplishment, but usually at too high a price, in errors, fewer reflective ideas, reduced persuasiveness, and impeded professional and personal relationships. Impatience, rushing, anger, and undue negativity can all be rationalized, but ultimately may not be defensible. Sometimes there is a sudden moment of truth when a person decides, now I am going to change, whether it's to stop substance abuse, laziness, or being an angry person. Sometimes, finally here, sometimes, although certainly not always, a zero-tolerance approach works. Oh yeah, one more thing. Living not angry, in sum, can be key to a happy and successful life. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.